Wins now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself that it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Fraction off the center and headed to the right. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Good job right there. Now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
These putts keep the round together. Stays at 1 under with that par. Here we are at the 9th, par 4, 477 yards. Frank, this is a rugged hole.
It is. It used to be a par 5. Some say it should still be a par 5. Long, straight hole, runs alongside the first hole there. Bunkers left and right. And, of course, if you find the rough, the remnants of what it used to be a par 5 is a nice little cross bunker in the middle of the fairway, which forces you to lay up.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. He has a 12-footer here. Wow, I thought he made that. Bit of a disappointment there. This for par.
No mistake made there with the par.
Excellent front side. Trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Getting set now over the putt. Now sitting at 2 under par. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Novola. We are back in the state of Pennsylvania getting set to kick off the round here at one of the great golf courses in the world, Oakmont Country Club. Frank, you're very familiar with it because you were right in the mix down the stretch at the 1994 U.S. Open right here at Oakmont.
And Rich, it's so good just to be back here. You know, there's so much history in Oakmont. It's been a host to so many prestigious tournaments in our sport, such as the U.S. Amateur, the U.S. Open, the Women's U.S. Open, and the PGA Championship. It's just one of the true gems on the golf landscape.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole.
Second shot.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Not close, but not bad either. That one's about 25 feet away. Fairly long, 25-foot putt here. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Frankie's making a statement right now.
And I tell you, I'm one of the listeners right now.
Pushing our way into this back nine, we arrive at the par 3 13th. It's 183 yards. Here we go. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
It's a big putt right here for birdie. Can't wait to write those on the card. One below par. Chalk it up. It's a birdie. 14. Pretty short par 4 at 358 yards. Frank?
Get the ball in play here, and certainly your best opportunity for birdie on the second nine so far. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Wow, he moved that a long ways right in the fairway. Pretty short shot here into the 14th hole. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
All teed up at the 15th. It's a par 4 of 499 yards. What a test here, Frank.
It certainly is. The tee shot here is a little bit like the par 5 12th, where the fairway slopes quite severely from left to right. It means the pews there on the left side are actually not a bad place to aim at. You just have to allow for that kick and roll towards the right.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Birdie try up next. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Locked in on the read and the speed. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all. Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live third-round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. It is one of the most difficult golf courses in the United States, Oakmont Country Club outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, who was a part of that dramatic U.S. Open in 1994 at Oakmont, ultimately won by Ernie Els. Frank, when you think of Oakmont, what comes to mind?
The difficulty of the golf course, Rich. I know a lot's changed over the last 20 or so years. A lot of the trees have been removed. But really, that wasn't the story of Oakmont. It's the slick greens, how firm and fast they can be. The members there, for example, they marvel at the fact that people think they're fast. They say, we putt on these greens every single day, and they're certainly no slower. But it's the bunkering as well. There's 210 bunkers here. They're all in play. And it just has that history. When you step on Oakmont, you just know you are walking on not one of the great courses in North America, but one of the great courses in golf.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Well, how about this hole, Frank? 499-yard, par 4 15th. All you want.
Oh, that's for sure. The church pews down the left. It's about 340 yards to get all the way past them, so that's not really an option. Bunkers down the right side, really, they tell you, you've got to somehow hit something in between both of those. And the reason why it's another fairway you want to hit is a long second shot. It's a little uphill to a green that, well, just like all the others, is going to take something special. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
You can't leave it short, Frank.
Oh, and especially right in the middle.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Oh, I thought he had that. Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
On to 16 now, a 231-yard par 3. See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Even par, currently.
They'll take it. That's a par. Now on to the 17th hole, and Frank, in so many ways, this determined the outcome of the 2007 U.S. Open. Jim Furyk had his issues here. It's just 313 yards, but it can really play with a player's mind.
It's such an unusual par 4 for a U.S. Open, plus also where it comes in the round, because the options, and there's only really two, is like a 4 or 5 iron, you sneak it up the right side, or you take a driver directly at the green. You would think there's something in between, but really there isn't. And that's why, to your point, it stopped Jim Furyk, it stopped Tiger Woods, it allowed Cabrera to win. It also helped Ernie Els, who went with the driver option there back in 1994. So 17, it's short, it's tempting, it is at a U.S. Open, but it is still demanding.
Just playing excellent golf. 5 under for the tournament. This is where so many of the legends, from Hogan to Nicklaus to Miller to Els, made their imprint. And don't forget about Angel Cabrera, the last time the U.S. Open was played here. The 18th hole, the clubhouse straight ahead. What a view, and what a moment in the championship. He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here in the final hole. This one has a chance to be close. Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Getting set now over the putt.
really solid stroke.
Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. And hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We're at Oakmont Country Club in western Pennsylvania. Frank, the site of so many historic moments. Great players have made their mark here. Sam Snead, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, Ernie Els, a long and distinguished list.
Oakmont, if it's not the most difficult golf course in North America, Rich, it's certainly one of the most difficult golf courses. With its 210 bunkers, really personified by the church pews, the hard and slick greens that slope away from the player and the tight fairways. This golf course always requires the utmost precision.
He pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. All teed up at the 15th. It's a par 4 of 499 yards.
Oh, I like that.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. We have 115 yards to the hole. Frank, can you recall a situation where before an important round, an instructor gave you one small tweak, maybe flare your left toe out, or just shift a little bit of the weight onto the back? One small bit of advice, and it made a huge difference?
Yeah, the list is too long, Rich, and it's normally just someone that you've trusted over the years, and we all make just little bad habits. Sometimes you're stooped over a little bit more than normal. You're not standing tall enough. The ball is too far back in your stance or too far forward. You're making a funny little move, or your grip is different. It's always the little things that add up to the big problem.
Frank, this is a point in the round where you really need to summon your best stuff. Par 3 of 231 yards. You know the pressure's building. We're at the 16th hole. You have a long iron in hand. You can't flinch. You can't take it halfway back and go. This has to be the complete swing, and you have to really have the nerve on this shot.
Yeah, this shot has to be hitting right out of the button, that's for sure. One thing to consider, though, in the back of your mind, it's always better putting back uphill. Well, uphill is actually from the back of the screen. So you actually can be a little braver on 16 than what you might think standing on that tee, because a little long is better than a little short.
Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. 17th hole at Oakmont, par 4. Only 313 yards, and yet, Frank, it was so pivotal. The last U.S. Open played here in 2007.
It was pivotal for a lot of different reasons. Strategy being one. Some elected to go down the right side with just a mid-iron. Others went directly at the green, did not get the ball up and down. Furyk and Tiger Woods come to mind in that situation. You can see the green's just perched up there. If you do lay it up, you don't quite get a full look at this green because you have to lay it up down that right side.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And he makes it for par. Great finishing hole here at Oakmont, Frank, the 18th.
I remember back in 1994, this was the last hole in a U.S. Open ever played by Arnold Palmer. You couldn't pick a better finishing hole to win a championship or say farewell.
This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe 2 clubs going way up that hill to the green. Appears to be tracking well. Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the
leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.